Skin the Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. And I ain't gonna be here too long. This is an NBA edition, Southern T. You know what I mean? I might do another one of these a little later. But this is an NBA edition, Southern T. I want to hop in here and talk about something, real quick. But before I do that, I want to say, y'all know here at Southern T, this is a family show. And by family, I mean, everybody that come through this motherfucker. You know what, y'all like my family. I let everybody come on the pound and all that good shit, do that thing or whatever. Let everybody get that shine, all that good shit. But when doing that, comes things like I try to keep everybody. What's good? Shout out my guy, Bruce Gold. Shout out my guy, DS. I'm big on like, muting the mics and shit, when you're not talking, don't play the music, what type deal, because a lot of my Southern Teas lately, they've been coming up red. It's green, it's yellow, and it's red. If it's green, that means everything good. I get the full ads. If it's yellow, which is cool with me too, that means I get limited ads. I don't care about that. That's cool. But when they go red, that's kind of a problem for me, especially when they go red, right? And I done been on a stream for, with like 12 fucking hours, and that junk go red, and then the stream in, and then I found out the next morning that stream like not even gonna count, towards my money because, somebody played music on that motherfucker or whatnot. That shit get frustrated, man. You know what I mean? I wake up, to look at my day and see what I done. Then that shit said, oh well, that shit red, so you can't get monetized off that anyway. You know what? And that wouldn't matter, if I got, like hella. If I got hella super chats and I got hella, cash outs, I wouldn't even need to have that shit monetized. You know what I mean? But I haven't made it to that point yet where, I don't need, to have my stuff monetized because, I don't get cash outs and super chats like that. You know what I mean? So I need that, I need, us to keep our music off. I need us to keep our TVs down, shit like that, like that shit that I need y'all to do. You know what I mean? I don't got no problem with people coming on type shit, but I do got a problem, with waking up in the morning and my shit going red because, somebody somewhere along the line, play some music, somewhere type deal. But that's the biggest problem that I want to, talk about this morning. For a long time, I didn't allow people to come on this junk, because I had like, other shit going on type shit. I ain't let people come on. Type deal, but now I'm starting to let people come back on. I've been doing it for a couple months now, and I do like it. What I'm saying? It's actually less work for me not having to sit up here and give y'all 7 straight hours of me just talking on my own. So I'm not gonna stop bringing people up here, but I do want y'all to be more mindful that this is how Southern T make his money. This is Southern T's job. This is Southern T's money outlet type deal. So if y'all not talking on here, because I didn't see, no music, turn the music down, no TVs, turn the TVs down, all that shit. I just said that shit, but it still, seems to be happening. I'm still coming to red type shit. So if you're not talking from now on, I want you to mute your mic completely. And I'm going to mute it for you. And if y'all start to unmute the mics and shit, and if y'all start to unmute the mics and shit, I'm gonna mute them hoes again, or kick y'all off the stream. You know what I mean? So if you're not talking, if your phone ring and it's not a regular ringtone, if it's a music, I need you to put that on silent. I need you to put the TV on silent. I need you to turn that bitch off. If you want to listen to something, mute the TV and then turn it up, just like I do. Like when I want to listen to something or I answer the phone or something like that, I mute y'all and then I do what I do. I need y'all to start doing that for me because I'm getting a little upset waking up in the morning and seeing me having 600, 700,000 views and my whole video going red and me not being able to use it. You know what I mean? That shit does get frustrating. You know what I mean? It does get frustrating because again, I wouldn't even care if y'all played music all goddamn day. I wouldn't care if y'all played music because when I get the super chats and I get the cash outs, it bounces itself out because I don't need those ads. I ask y'all to watch the ads because I don't get that many super chats and cash outs like this. So I need the ads. So I ask y'all just to come in, watch some ads and don't play music. Don't play music. But I'm gonna get off that shit. I've been on that shit too long. This ain't what this EP about. This EP is about the Lakers and Russell Westbrook because last night I noticed something watching the game. I sat down and I watched that whole game on here. And I noticed something about LA. My guy DS said everyone going there Russ, but it's not just him though. But yeah, see, I noticed something last night. I'm gonna start with the game last night. You know, this is about Russell Westbrook and the Lakers and LeBron James as well. You know, I'm gonna start with the game last night. You know, the Lakers had high expectations coming into the season this year. They're currently sitting at 26 and 29. They're the 9th seed in the East, if I'm not mistaken. And they got the Trailblazers tonight, and they played the Bucks last night. So I'm gonna hit you with something that was interesting to me from just the game last night. I'm gonna read LeBron James stat line. I'm gonna read Anthony Davis stat line, and I'm gonna read Russell Westbrook stat line from the game last night. Okay, so last night Anthony Davis played 37 minutes. He was 8 for 10, which is 80%. 9 rebounds and 22 points. Last night, LeBron James was 11 from 19 from the field, 3 for 7 from Trey, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 27 points. What's good? Shout out my guy, Derek Deloach. We just slide through this John Derek Deloach. We need to chopping up about the Lakers, and what's going wrong this morning. I ain't gonna be here too long. I'm coming to another one of these, but I want to make sure I came and I did what I had to do this morning as far as this goes. So we got LeBron James at 26, at 27, 8, and 7 last night. And then we get to Russell Westbrook. And last night, Russell Westbrook played 32 minutes. He played 26 minutes, was 3-11 from the field, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 10 points. Now, I know everybody want to blame Russell Westbrook and say, well, West Westbrook this, West Westbrook that, and West Westbrook this, and West Westbrook that. And, I'm not going to come in here. I'm not going to come in here and I'm not going to bash Russell Westbrook, but I will bring attention to something. I will bring the light to something. I know LeBron James, LeBron James get looks at funny, because he can move a team, he could trade this play, he could trade that play, he could do this, he could do that. So people look at him funny. A lot of times people say, well, they're using him as LeBron James scapegoat. You know what I mean? But I believe in this particular situation, Russell Westbrook has to play better. I was a big advocate for Russell Westbrook being on the Lakers. I still am a big advocate for Russell Westbrook being on the Lakers. Is Russell Westbrook the only problem? Is Russell Westbrook the only problem with the Lakers? No. But when you really get down to it, Russell Westbrook is the problem with the Lakers. And I think this problem could easily be fixed. You know what it is? And I don't think that it's a problem. I don't think that it's a problem with Russell Westbrook's basketball game. Shout out my guy Peter Pan. Shout out my guy Derek Deloach. Appreciate y'all sliding through this junk this morning. Can y'all do your brother a favor? Everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out my guy Bruce Goes. He said, wake and bake. You already know what's going on, Bruce Goes. Can y'all do your boy a favor? Can y'all hit that like button? If y'all in the building, hit that like button when y'all in the building. I ain't going to be here too long. I just want to get my thoughts off about the Lakers this morning real quick. But yeah, and I don't think that I'm saying it's Russell Westbrook's fault as well. But I'm not saying that it's Russell Westbrook's fault because of his play. I think Russell Westbrook I think his numbers are down. I think his stats are down because of his own fault. But listen to me before I get into it. I think it's down because Russell Westbrook came into this season out of shape. Not because he's not a good basketball player, anything like that. He simply is out of shape this year. He's a little heavier. He doesn't have that same explosiveness. And you could say, well, he's getting older. But no, there's been time this year in spurts where I've seen him have that same explosiveness. You know what I mean? But I also see that he's a little heavy. You know what I mean? I think Russell Westbrook got away from, what made Russell Westbrook great. You know what I mean? Which is his athleticism, which is his firepower and his explosiveness. If Russell Westbrook is out there being timid, if Russell Westbrook is out there being afraid to take shots, then Russell Westbrook it's never gonna, succeed. And the reason I'm saying is I'm not saying that it's all Russell Westbrook's fault, but I think if Russell Westbrook just played, a little better, and I don't think he's playing bad. His averages for the year are 18, 7-7. That's not bad. Those are starting point guard numbers. But the thing is, when you got a guy like LeBron James and you got a guy like Anthony Davis, you know what I mean? I feel like you have to do a better job, of controlling that team. Because when you first heard Anthony Davis, LeBron James, when you first heard Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, you think championship contender. You know what I mean? You think championship contender. And I think the biggest problem with them, is their chemistry. You know what I mean? And a lot of that has to do with, your point guard. LeBron James and AD already won them a championship ring together, so I don't think that chemistry is a problem. With Russell Westbrook, I think he's still trying to find his place. You know what I mean? I think sometimes he presses a little too hard. But I think all of that is easily fixable. I think all that is easy fixable if Russell Westbrook would just get back in the physical shape that he had been in his whole life. The only difference I see in Russell Westbrook is his physical shape. Sometimes when he goes to jump, he doesn't get that same lift and whatnot. And I think that's because Russell Westbrook came in, a little heavier this year than he normally came in. You know what I mean? Russell Westbrook. It's like Russell Westbrook. The reason that the Lakers are losing, it's like Russell Westbrook is more so playing not to make a mistake than he is playing to win the game. I don't think the answer is to trade Russell Westbrook because I think he's a great piece. I think he's the place that you need. I think he's the piece that you need. I think the only thing that the Lakers really need, they need a natural big man. They need a natural big man because AD plays center, right? He plays center, but naturally AD is a power forward. That's his natural position. And I see now that he's playing, mostly center. There were times this year where LeBron James had to step in and play center for the Lakers because of their lack of, of big men. Because of their lack, of big men. So I think the biggest problem with the Lakers is their lack of size. And I also understand that Russell Westbrook, he just has to play better. And I don't think that he's playing, he's not playing bad, but I don't think his play is down because, he's a worse player or anything than he used to be. I think it's strictly because, that man is just not in the physical condition that we're used to seeing Russell Westbrook, in. Now, I know he looks real bad. My guy, Dodger fan, came in and said, bet against the Lakers if you want to make money. And I know that it's kind of looking bad for him right now. But, when you really get down to it, the Lakers are still, the ninth seed. In the West, they got a game against Portland tonight. They win it. I think they back in the eighth seed. So, there's still a chance that the Lakers, could make the playoffs. So it's gonna be wait and see on it. No, I don't feel like Westbrook is the only problem, but I noticed a lot of these games that I've been watching. There's times that if Russell Westbrook, just could play a little better, if he could just be, the old Russell Westbrook in certain spots of the game, then I feel like some of these Laker losses, would be Laker wins. The Lakers have a hard time winning games without LeBron James, which is understandable. But when you got Russell Westbrook and AD, they really shouldn't be a problem. He said, I think the guys that play defense on Russ just better, in my opinion. I think it's AB. I think it's because Russ not in the same shape. You could say that you think they just better. I think Russ not in as good enough shape to be able to continuously play the way that he needs to play for Russell Westbrook to be successful. You know what I mean? I think instead of Russell Westbrook is a little heavier this year. If you look at him, Russell Westbrook is a little bigger this year. I think Russell Westbrook should probably try to lose that weight. I think he should take the Kyrie Irving approach instead of taking, the Rajon Rondo approach. You know what I mean? Be more pliable. He said, why isn't he in shape? Because have you been watching him this year, Dodgers fan? Have you been watching just his play in general? I'm going strictly from his play, not my opinion. I've been watching him. This is what I believe from what I've been watching. I think he's not in the same shape. He's bigger. He's bigger than he's been in his career. He's bigger this year. He's heavier this year than he's ever been in his career. And I don't think he has that same explosiveness that he been had. Now, some people could say his age. I don't necessarily think his age because there are times in the games where, there are certain games and certain times in the game where he looks like the old Russell Westbrook. He turns it on. I think he can't continuously do that anymore because he's not in as good a shape. He's not so much better than Russ, just better these days. Yeah, I get what you're saying, AB. I get what you're saying, AB. I get what you're saying. But yeah, I just feel like the problem. I feel like everybody come in here panicking, like Dodgers fan came here and said, if you want to win, bet against the Lakers. So he clearly not a Laker fan at all. You know what I mean? He said, if you want to win, bet against the Lakers. So a lot of people are counting the Lakers out, but I think the problem that the Lakers got easily fixable problem. And I think it's as simple as Russell Westbrook. Now, I know it's easy to say, well, everybody blame Russell. And this is not me blaming Russell. This is not, it ain't that, TB. It ain't that, TB. It ain't that, TB. Because it's times in games, I've been watching, it's times in games where he looks the same. He looks like the same Russell Westbrook. He just can't do it for as long as he used to be able to do it. He just can't maintain it. Because he's a little heavier. I'm telling you, like, the man's a little heavier. He just don't get. You could say he don't got the same exposure. Like, I said that shit like 7 times. I knew, like, that's what most people think. That's what most people think. But it's not that he don't get it because he does have it. Because these games where I've seen him display it. He can't continue. He can't keep up that play no more. He has to take more breaks in between. His minutes are down. His weight is up. His minutes are down. You know what I mean? His field goal percentages are the same. His assist ratios are the same. You know what I mean? His scoring is a little down, because he's playing with 2 other scorers. But, most of his other stats are the same. It's the same Russell Westbrook. He just can't make it last as long. He just can't make it last as long, I think, this year, because I think it's because he's too heavy. I think he should take the Kyrie Irving approach to basketball and not the Rajon Rondo approach to basketball. I think he's doing more lifting. You know what I mean? I think he's eating and he lifting this year. Trying to get bigger and trying to get stronger. When I think he should be focused more on, the skill type deal. More on the skill aspect, run drills instead of like lifting. The time you spend in the gym lifting, I think you should be running skill drill type deal like that. The biggest problem with the Lakers is their chemistry. And that comes from, not being able to be on the floor, together. And the thing to Russell, and the credit to Russell Westbrook, and the credit for Russell Westbrook, he's played in every single game this year. But I also know Russell Westbrook. I'm not gonna say he hasn't given 100% in every single game this year, but he hasn't been going as hard. And I think, and I don't think that's because he's not as good as he used to be. I don't think that's because he's not as good as he used to be. TBC, he feel like he just ain't got the same. He ain't the same no more. I don't think it's because he's not the same no more. I think Russell Westbrook got a lot of life in him. I think he got a lot of games left to be played. He got a lot of juice in him. But I think it's more so with him being, out of shape type deal. And to hit the second part of this real quick, is LeBron James checking out? I'm going to play what LeBron James. I'm going to play this interview. LeBron James, Anthony Davis was sitting at the podium. They were interviewing him, and LeBron James had something interesting to say that I want to put out. I want to let y'all hear it. I want to let y'all hear it to see what y'all think about it. They asked him, do he think that his team could get to where they asked him, do he think his team could get to where the Bucks are at right now after the game last night? and I'm gonna play this, and I want y'all to hear what LeBron James, had to say.
I know it's a regular season game, but against the defending champs, does this one just kind of hit different, especially since you guys were kind of looking up at them when they had a 30-point lead on you guys?
Does it hit different in the sense of what?
Does it tell you something deeper about your team compared to?
Yeah, it tells us we ain't on their level. I told you that before the game started.
Do you think you can reach that level?
Where they are right now? I don't know. Do I think we can reach the level where Milwaukee is right now? No. Is that what you want to hear from me?
Okay.
You want to follow up?
Right now,
I will hope so, but right now, we don't know. We can't get to where they are right now. I mean, they're defending champions for a reason. I guarantee if you would have asked teams coming out of the bubble if they could get to the level that we were playing at when we won a championship, it's the same thing.
So they asked LeBron, do he feel like the Lakers could get to where the Bucks at? Now, and he said no, he don't. He don't think that they can get to where the Bucks are at now. And Norm, and I'm gonna say this, that was alarming to me. That was alarming to me because I haven't really heard LeBron James, talk like that. Now, is he trying to motivate them in a different way now at this moment? Is he trying to motivate them in a different way? Because normally when they ask LeBron James, stuff like that, he's very optimistic. You know what I mean? He has a bit of a different tune, towards those situations. But they asked him this time, he was like, nah, I don't think we can get to the level, where the Bucks at. Do I feel like that LeBron James is checking out? No. In this particular instance, I think maybe he's trying to motivate in a different way. Throughout the season, they've been asking him, oh, well, LeBron, how you feel? How you feel about LeBron? How you feel about LeBron? And LeBron said he's been positive. He's been like, yeah, we can get it together. We just got to play through it. We got to do this. We got to do that, right? But this time, I think now he knows that it's getting to, the second half of the season. He knows that now more so he has to tell them the truth. It has to be a little hard on them. So I think he's trying to motivate in a different way now. I don't think he's necessarily checked out. But I know a lot of people are going to look at it this morning on ESPN and all that and Fox and all that shit. They're going to say, oh, well, LeBron James checked out with his comments made, last night. Well, I don't personally feel like he checked out. I feel like he's trying to motivate them in a different way. And I do feel like, I know a lot of people feel like the Lakers aren't as good. I know a lot of people feel like the Lakers aren't that good. But I still believe with the team currently constructed, with a tweak here, with a tweak there, I'm not even talking about trade. Now, my only problem is I think they should get, they should get a big man. They need a big man, to give AD a break, to get AD out the paint. So LeBron don't necessarily won't have to be the fucking backup center. DeAndre Jordan is on the team, but he hasn't even, been playing much as of late. So I just think they maybe need a big man. They need a big, a young, active big, a young, active, high Q big. Maybe like, not even young. Don't have to be young. Like, now would be the perfect time. Now would be the perfect time for them to have had a guy like Andre Drummond. You know what I mean? But they need a big. And I simply just think they need Russell Westbrook to channel his inner Russell Westbrook, because I'm not one of the ones who believe that Russell Westbrook is done. Yeah, maybe, okay, maybe you feel like Westbrook lost a step. That's cool. That's cool. I understand it. But I don't feel like he lost a big enough step to where, he couldn't play better, because I've seen them have games this year where, he looked like the old Russell Westbrook. I think it's more so of a in shape thing with Russell Westbrook. That's really what I think it is. I think it's simply as fixable as an in shape thing. I think the Lakers, a lot of people gonna call me crazy or a fan or whatsoever, but I think they are still set for a run. Tonight they play the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm going to go out on the limb tonight. Not even the limb. I'm going to go out on the limb and say that they beat the Trailblazers tonight. And I'm going to go out on the limb and say because of that game against the Bucks last night, I think that's going to spark a fire up under the Lakers. And I think the Lakers are going to actually start to turn the season around, towards the back end of the season. You get what I mean? He said Howard and Jordan should be enough. I think, haven't watched them play this year yet. Howard hurt, and DeAndre Jordan is not even playing DNP, by the coaches. Anthony Davis has been the most active big man this year. He the only one that's really been, the only big man that's been, playing for the most part. But most of that big men are hurt. You know what I mean? Most of the big men are hurt, and DeAndre Jordan didn't even play yesterday. Really, DeAndre Jordan is a complete shell of himself. Now that's what a guy looks like. When he's past it. Russell Westbrook, I don't feel like Russell Westbrook is past it, but DeAndre Jordan, that guy is way past it. Nah, not like him, DS. Now that's doing too much. They already got a big man like no, because they got AD. Don't need jokers because they got AD. They need a guy to compliment they big man. You know what I mean? Don't need jokers. Jokers ain't what they need. They need a center. They need a center, not a superstar. They got enough superstars. They need a center. They need a center that play center and know his role. They need a real big man. They don't have a real big man. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm calling it today. And I'm calling it right now. The Lakers will get a win against Portland, and I do feel like they'll turn their shit around. I saw this video after the game where Russell Westbrook walked over to LeBron James and he walked over to Anthony Davis, and he kind of he rubbed their heads. He rubbed their heads after the game, kind of saying, everything gonna be all right, y'all. We gonna get this shit together. And I think that was a great move, by Westbrook. That was a move, that filled me with, optimism because if Russell Westbrook, they showed me that Russell Westbrook hadn't checked out, on his team yet. A lot of people calling for Russell Westbrook to be traded and whatnot. A lot of people calling for Russell Westbrook to be traded and whatnot. A lot of people coming for Russell Westbrook here and whatnot. My guy TB said Russell Westbrook, just lost a step. He ain't got it. A lot of people feel like Russell Westbrook just lost a step and he ain't got it. You know what I mean? So I've seen Russell Westbrook, walk over to LeBron James and walk over to Anthony D. And I said Anthony D. Yeah, it is right. And Anthony D. and tell him, bro, keep your head up. We gonna get this shit going. That's a good sign for the Lakers. I don't feel like the Lakers are out of it. I feel like the Lakers have enough talent, to turn this around. It's really, up to them. And then to get them some credit, you know what I mean? They're still, within striking distance to make the playoffs type deal. They're still within striking distance to make the playoffs. So they aren't completely out of it. They have the talent to compete with any team. They just got to get it, the chemistry together. And you could say, well, it's been this long, they ain't going to get it. But I say this, they haven't played many games together. They played together last night. They played against the best team in the NBA, and they came up short, like a lot of other teams. So I'm not gonna be too hard on them. I'm not gonna be too hard on them about that. You know what I mean? That's the Bucks. But tonight they got Portland, and I think, with Russell Westbrook, keeping his head up, Russell Westbrook trying to uplift the team. He understands what he has to do. And I think that the problem with the Lakers is easy fixable. They just need, a big man, not a superstar big man, just a decent big man to come in there, do his job to get AD out of the center position. And they just need Russell Westbrook, not even to play a little better, just Russell Westbrook to, control the flow of the game, control the team a little better. Don't go with the flow of the game, Russell Westbrook. They need you to control the flow, Russell Westbrook, and they need you to be aggressive. Last night, Russell Westbrook wasn't aggressive enough for me, and I think that had a lot to do with the Lakers, losing, because they were in the game. I think if you add LeBron played great, AD played great, and Russell Westbrook played decent. You get what I'm saying? I think they need their Russell Westbrook, to play a little better. And I do think he still has it. I don't think he's passed. I think he still got it. Because I've seen it this year. I just think they got to put it all together. You know what I mean? It's more so of a chemistry issue, more so of being a healthy issue, but I think it's easily fixable. Shout out my guy Devin Blocker. Shout out my guy Just Do. Shout out my guy Des Me. Appreciate y'all sliding through this junk. Glad y'all good folks can make it. I'm in this junk talking about the Lakers. I had an epiphany last night on the Lakers, and I had to come here and I had to spit this shit and break this shit down for y'all to give y'all, my thoughts. To give y'all my thoughts on this. But and again, call me crazy. But I don't think that the Lakers are done. I do still think that the Lakers are a threat in the NBA because I could look at it. I could look at what I see. I could look at the product being put out. And I think this team is still a problem. I think they're a little tweak here and a little tweak there. Because for as bad as they look, for as bad as things are going right, they're still within striking distance to make the playoff. They're still the ninth seed. In the East. They got a win again. They got a game tonight against Portland. They win that game. They're back to being, the 7th seed in the East. They're back to being, the 8th seed in the East. So it's just a matter of time for LA to get their stuff right. Still think they got time. I still think they, a player in the game. I think it's a tweak here and a tweak there, and them folks gonna be, A-okay. Is it time to trade Russell Westbrook? No, I'm against trading Russell Westbrook because I don't think Russell Westbrook is over the hill. I think Russell Westbrook is just fine. Russell Westbrook, you need players like Russell Westbrook when the playoffs come. You need players that are driven, and they are, they just play hard. You get what I mean? I think Russell Westbrook should, should work himself into a little better shape. You know what I mean? Type deal. I think he came in a little heavy this year. You know what I mean? I think he could lose a little weight. Focus a little more on your training, like on your cardio training instead of your strength training. Like Russ Westbrook been doing a lot of strength and conditioning. You could tell he's a bigger guy. He's bigger than he was this year than he was through his last year. I think he should do more, cardio work, not strength and conditioning, so he could play longer and he could be lighter on his feet instead of being, so heavy than he is. Because a player like Russell Westbrook, who's athletic, I'm an athletic, type of player, and we need to be, be more pliable and be able to move more. He's not a power forward. He's not a power forward, small forward. He's a guard, you know what I mean? So he needs his aloofness. He needs his speed. He needs his quickness. LeBron can lift weights and be heavy and be a statue and everything because, he's a freakish athlete. He's also a forward. He's in the paint. He's not being the guard. I think Russell Westbrook, focused too much this summer on strength and conditioning. And I think he's trying to learn to adjust playing with this new weight, and it's kind of making him, more grounded. I think Russell Westbrook. I think the problem with Russell Westbrook is easily fixable, and I do want him in LA. I don't think you should get rid of him because I think he's a hell of a player, and I think he still got a lot left in him. I don't think LeBron James is checking out on the team. I think maybe he's trying to motivate them in a different way. And if he's not trying to motivate them in a different way and he really believes what he said, then, man, that's tough. And I think the Lakers actually might be in trouble. But if LeBron James is trying to just motivate the team like I think he is, like he always trying to do, then I think they could turn this thing around. And they could get this thing back on track. I still think the Lakers, are a threat at the NBA championship. A lot of people call me crazy. I still think they're a threat because they have the players. My guy AB said, when is the trade deadline? I think the trade deadline is sometime this week, I think, maybe like next week or two. I just got this update from ESPN. He says sources Los Angeles Lakers feel urgency to make changes as trade deadline nears. A troubling loss to the defending champion Bucks on Tuesday night led to an uneasy admission with the Lakers locker room. This roster is not working and something must be done to get the team back on course. With Thursday's trade deadline fast approaching, the suspicion has been mounting for weeks, if not months, for the Lakers team built with a title in mind. Sources told Thrashing Along at 26-29, following the 131-116 loss to the Bucks. The clarity of acknowledgement was tied in time, and sources said. Lakers trail Milwaukee by as many as 30 points as two-time MVP Greek Freak started 11 for 11 from the field and route to a dominant 44-point, 14 rebound, 86 two-block night. It tells me we ain't on that level, LeBron James said flatly as he asked if the loss revealed anything about the Lakers. I mean, I could have told you that before the game. Indeed, when asked about the showdown with the Bucks after Monday's practice, James didn't shy away from the massive gap between the Bucks and the Lakers. Obviously, if you always kind of use games to see where you're at the moment, but we know where we're at this moment, sitting at a couple games under 500. He said hadn't played the basketball we like to play. The brief period of time Lakers did play up to the level as Spires came in the fourth quarter with Russell Westbrook on the bench. Lakers coach Frank Vogel for the second game in a row, third time this season, pulled the point guard down the stretch. Westbrook was subbed out with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left remaining in the third quarter against the Bucks and did not get back in the game. Wow, that's alarming. So Westbrook got pulled last night. He did get pulled last night. I noticed it, but I didn't notice it while I was watching this. It's crazy. Like I noticed it, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. They were playing Monk a lot last night. He said Lakers outscored Milwaukee Bucks 37-28 from their point, and for a brief moment, following a Malik Monk dunk with 5 minutes left in the fourth, cut the lead to 10. The Lakers eventually waved the white towel with 23 seconds remaining, down by 15 when Vogel subbed out James and Anthony. James was asked as the Bucks shot clock violation briefly paused the auction, 3.3 seconds left. James and Davis sat next to each other on the bench. Westbrook, with a big smile on his face, greeted Los Angeles captains with pats on their shoulders, taps on their backs and their heads, while the pair appeared to make minimum eye contact with him. James was asked about this exchange. This is what LeBron James had to say about the exchange between him, Russell Westbrook, and AD. And again, y'all, I'm for Russell Westbrook being in Los Angeles. I still think Russell can get it together. He said, listen, I want to help AD. I want to help Russ. AD wants to help me, help Russ, and Russ wants to help us. James said, obviously, lately, Russ hasn't felt like he had an opportunity, or with the opportunity he's been given, he hasn't helped us as much as he would like. We haven't done a great job of helping him. So LeBron said Russell Westbrook understands that, he want to help us better. And LeBron James said that they got to help Russell Westbrook better. So I like that tone from James. Westbrook, who openly accepted Vogel's decision not to play him in overtime Saturday versus Knicks because the Lakers won the game, did not sing the same tune Tuesday. Russell Westbrook said, I shouldn't have to hit any benchmark, to be honest. Russell said when he was asked what should he have to do throughout the course of a game to earn playing time in the crunch time. He said, I put in a lot of work. I've got a lot of respect in this game. I don't got to hit a benchmark, or I shouldn't have to. I've earned the right to be in the closing lineups when asked Russell Westbrook. Russell has aligned the Lakers this season, said no one thing to correct will be creating some consistency within our team, which we don't have at the moment. Russell Westbrook said he feel like the team has to be more consistent. Tuesday, Mark, Travis said media always needs LeBron scapegoat. Russ been doing all he could just get the numbers for the cash because he didn't have LeBron in his way dominate the ball like him. Actually, bro, Trap, I'm looking at these usage rates right here, and when Russell Westbrook in the game, Russell Westbrook got the ball more than anybody. Russell Westbrook got the ball more than anybody. And you blame it on Trap, LeBron. You blame it on LeBron Trap, and LeBron clearly just said it's my fault too, because I'm not helping Russell Westbrook. So LeBron James and Russell Westbrook both said the same thing. We gotta help each other more, and we haven't been as consistent as we need to be, type deal. So, and I said that earlier, I feel like it's more so they just got to play together more. You know what I mean? I don't feel like Russell Westbrook is the problem. Neither does LeBron, because LeBron just said Russell Westbrook is not the problem. So neither does LeBron. So media can say what they want to say. Fans can say what they want to say, but y'all know Southern T, I go directly from the horse's mouth. I don't go by what I think or what the media. I'm going by, directly, what they say. But Westbrook said he feel like he shouldn't have to hit any benchmarks, and he not, happy playing. He not happy playing, not playing in the fourth. It said Tuesday marked the Lakers' 27 different starting lineup and their 55th game. It was just the 18th time that James and Davis and Westbrook all played together, and they're 10-8 in those games, hoping that the winning percentage improves to finish the season. It remains to be seen what Los Angeles can accomplish on the trade market with the players it has outside of the big three. Every player on the roster is signed to a minimum deal other than Taylor Hawkins Jr. in the first year of his 3-year, $30 million deal. Kendrick Nunn in the first year of his 2-year, $10 million deal with a player option for the second. James had a hand in Los Angeles roster construction in the offseason, consulting with Lakers Vice President, Basketball Operations and General Manager Rob Pelinka. There's still a lot of basketball to be played, James said shortly before finishing his joint conference with Davis and leaving the arena with the guy he paired with to win the championship months ago. There's still an opportunity for us to make a mark on this season, but it's going to take some, and it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot, but it's nothing if worth having if it's not worth working for. Shout out my girl Colin. Shout out my guy Westbrook. Shout out my girl Colin Visa. Hey T has today. Hope you all good today. Chat. Yeah. But hell yeah, so man, I think they got the talent in play to do whatever they need to do. I think they just lack chemistry, time on the court. I think Russell could get in a little better shape. You know what I mean? Because I think Russell is a little heavier and he's normally been in the year. Not saying that he's out of shape, but I think it's more so a muscle thing. I think Russell maybe put on too much. I think Russell maybe put on a little too much muscle. I think Michael Fox gonna be on Spence Ugar's undercard. Yeah, but look, y'all, I'm gonna do another Southern Tea a little later. I want to come on here. I want to talk y'all. I want to talk to y'all about that. That was my Laker tea. I'm gonna be doing a little more of those. I got a Ja Morant Southern Tea coming up shortly. Be real with you, Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. You know what I mean? I got that junk coming up shortly when I get off here. Like when I say shortly when I get off here, I mean extremely shortly when I get it here. So make sure y'all tune back in. I'm gonna be back for my boxing talk about 11. So when y'all go away, don't go too far. You know what I mean? That's it. Like it's not trap. Either stack chasing or ain't. It's not stack chasing when it's gonna happen anyway. That's just bound to happen. No, I mean trap. That's just bound to happen. No, you say stack chasing, he playing the game. When you good shit happen. That's gonna happen. You say LeBron stack chasing, but LeBron take less shots than Kareem, take less shots than Mike, take less shots than Kobe, take less shots than James Harden, take less shots than Steph Curry, but he stack chasing. Understand when y'all have that hate in y'all heart, y'all gotta really understand what's going on. How's a man stack chasing? He shoot less than all these other guys that dick y'all like to suck and y'all like to crown. Get that hate out y'all heart, man. Y'all gotta get that hate out y'all heart. LeBron got more assists than all these guys, but he's stack chasing points. Now, he go get the points because he's great. And that's what happens when you're great. Great shit happens for you. That's what happens when you're great. You can stack chase. You can stack chase too. It ain't gonna work out like that for you because you ain't as great as LeBron. You can stack chase too. You can stack chase too. Don't mean it's gonna work for you. Don't mean you gonna get the stats because you stack chase either. You gotta be good to stack chase. I stack chase too. I stack chase a certain amount of views. I stack chase I stack chase a certain amount of likes. You know what I mean? And I reach it. Because I'm stack chasing. But certain niggas, you can do the same shit that I do. You can stack chase. You ain't gonna necessarily reach it because you're not good enough. You get what I'm saying? So stack chasing don't necessarily mean that you gotta get it. A lot of people stack chase. Everybody stack chase. What you mean? Everybody want to score. Everybody want to get rebounds. Everybody want to get assists. That's the game. That's like going out there saying, oh, I don't want to play. Oh, I don't want to play good today. I don't want 30 points, 30 rebounds. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Nah. That's like me saying, I don't want to hit 50 likes. I don't want to hit 500 views. I be stack chasing too. But just because you stack chase, don't mean you go get it. You got to be good to stack chase, bro. Them stats don't come on their own. You got to be good to stack chase, bro. So you can call it what you want to call it. You can call it what you want to call it. But in the end, just know. In the end, just like you know, just like I know, he go catch Kareem. And that's really what hurt. That's really what hurt most people. Because y'all know he gonna be number one in scoring. And y'all really hate that. Because y'all have to put respect on his name. But yeah, I don't like that stack chasing shit. That shit a myth. Ain't no such thing as stack chasing, bro. Ain't no such thing as stack chasing. That shit a myth. Because everybody chase stats. Malik Monk chase stats. Goddamn Lou Dort chase stats. Lou Dort chase stats. Goddamn everybody chase stats. You gotta be good enough to get them though. You gotta be good enough to get the stats. So I don't want to hear that stat chasing shit. Because you still gotta be good enough to get them. I chase stats. I chase YouTube stats. But you gotta be good enough to reach them. Everybody that come turn this bitch on say, I want to get 1,000. I want to get 1,000 views. I want to get 1,000. You can chase the stats, but you gotta be good enough to reach them. So you call it what you want to call it. Ain't shit wrong with it. Ain't shit wrong with it. Stats ain't become a problem. Stats ain't become a problem until LeBron James started being number one in everything. That's when they became a problem. Niggas saw LeBron. You said they stat chasing. And YouTube is a team sport. Most definitely a team sport.
Motion detector.
You can chase stats, bro. You gotta be good enough to get them. You can use, bro. Everybody chase stats. I just told you. Everybody chase stats. Who your favorite team? Who your favorite team, Trap? Everybody chase stats. Stats are yours. Stats not an individual thing. If you chase a stat, you helping yourself. That's what I'm saying. You get what I mean? Stats ain't become a problem until LeBron started doing it. Until LeBron started being number one and shit. That's when stats became a problem. You know what I mean? At first it was points in championships. LeBron started getting points. LeBron started getting championships. Then he became 6-0 in stat chasing. You get what I mean? Nah, bro. If you go out there every day, nah. You a damn fool. You a damn fool, Trap, if you believe that. You a damn fool if you believe that. If you don't think Darius Garland go out there every day trying to hit 20 and 10, you a damn fool. The thing is, you got to be good enough to reach your stats. You have to be good enough to reach your stats. Your stats are your stats, not your team stats. You got to be good enough to reach your stats, bro. Everybody not good enough to do that. Everybody not good enough. Everybody chase numbers, Trap. Stop it. You never played the sport. You never played the sport and didn't want to be good at it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Oh, he stack chase. My nigga got 4 rings. He can chase all the stats he want to chase. He got 4 rings. Let him chase the stats. He got 4 rings. You gotta be good enough. You gotta be good enough to stack chase. A sorry nigga ain't gonna chase no stats because he's sorry. You're not even gonna play long enough. You're not even gonna play long enough to get no stats. You gotta be good to chase those stats. You can chase the stats, don't mean you go get them. Every time you put a shot up, every time you put a fucking shot up, you chasing the stat. You chasing 2 points. You trying to win. Points help you win the game. I never played a game. I never played a game and didn't have a set stat line for myself. That shit's sorry as hell. I ain't never go out there and say, well, I don't want to score 20 points a day. Get the fuck out of here. I'm finna go out here, I'm finna beat your ass, and I'm finna win the game. You gotta be good enough. Now you talking about see now you talking about a team sport. At first you was hating on LeBron. Now you talking about a team sport. And they the ninth seed. And they the ninth seed. They in the play-in. Ain't no play-in. And they the ninth seed. They in the play-in. Niggas who don't care about their stats. Niggas who don't care about their stats will never reach to LeBron James again. They'll never be James Harden. They'll never be Greek Freak. They'll never be them niggas. Niggas who don't care about their stats, they'll never be Michael Jordan. Everybody's stat chase. Everybody's stat chase. Them niggas will never be great if you don't set a goal for greatness and try to reach. You never gonna be great. You supposed to stat chase. I want to be better than MJ. I want to score more points than MJ. Kobe whole career is stat chasing. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I'm letting y'all let have it this year. Yeah, this was a nice early sneak. Right. Now, it's one thing. Those not your views, though, Trap. Those not your views, Trap. You be being the asshole. Because you don't really be feeling like that. You don't really be feeling like that. You don't really be feeling like that, Trap. You do that to fuck with us. You do that to fuck with us. You don't be feeling like that. Yeah, it was. I'm mad. I'm mad the fucking Lakers. I'm mad the fucking Lakers keep losing. I'm mad the fucking Lakers keep losing. I'm stack chasing. I'm stack chasing right now, Trap. I'm stack chasing right now, Trap. And that's why, bro. Cause everybody like him, so you want to go against the grain. You don't feel that way. You like to fuck with us. That's what I'm saying. You like to fuck with us. You really do think LeBron is great, but because we like him so much, you gotta go against him because you feel like, oh, everybody like him, so I'm gonna go against him. When really where I'm from in Memphis, Tennessee, nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. So that's why I ride with him. And I'm disappointed that you from that man city and you a hater. I'm highly disappointed in you. I'm highly disappointed in you. I'm highly disappointed in you. I can't find my key, y'all. I found my key, y'all. You a hater, bro. He's I don't know why Lakers keep losing, but it ain't Russ' fault. His numbers better. See what I'm saying? Like, you got to look in the numbers. No, they don't. They don't. They rock with Jordan here. They rock with Jordan here. They don't, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all hate this man because y'all like somebody else. That's why I'll never go like that. Y'all hate LeBron because y'all like Jordan. Fuck. You know what I mean? Nah, they don't. They don't. They don't rock with LeBron here. They don't. I do. They don't rock with LeBron here. But they some haters. Because it's a hating ass city. I'm from one of the most hating ass cities in the world. So I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised my city don't rock with LeBron. What's good, MP? Shout out to my guy, MP. What the fuck? What's good, MP? They do. It's a hating ass city. That's why I be so passionate about people hating on other people. Like, fuck you, hating. In my city, motherfuckers will kill you because you doing too good. Motherfuckers will kill you because you doing too good in my city, bro. Well, yeah. He said some solid, consistent team defense from the Lakers might help. Yeah, John, I agree with John. Shout out my guy, John McSmith. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think they need a solid big man though. Like they need a real big man. Like AD be playing center, and AD can play center, but naturally, AD not a center. You know what I mean? No, naturally, AD not a center. I think they need a better center. Yeah, again, I heard they hate a lot in Milwaukee too. I don't know, man. I ain't never been. I ain't never been to Milwaukee. Again, y'all, I want to thank y'all too. I'm 99 subs away from I'm 99 subs away from 2,000. So I greatly appreciate y'all, subscribing to your boy. Everybody that subscribed after I hit my 2K on YouTube. After I hit my 2K on YouTube. Try to see if I want to flip this joint or not. Yeah, I'm going to flip it. Yeah, I'm going to flip it. Hold on. Yeah, shout out my guy DS. Yeah, I appreciate y'all though. But yeah, this is my Laker joint. I'm about to go out, come back up. Actually, I might do my Ja Morant in the Grizzlies video tomorrow. Ja Morant in the Grizzlies, been looking damn good. You know what I'm saying? I think we're a championship contender. I think Ja Morant might be the MVP. My video gonna be about Ja Morant MVP talks. See how y'all feel about that. We getting on to the back end, so I'm gonna be doing a lot more, basketball. I'm gonna do my Super Bowl breakdown and prediction, this week, sometime this week. So we finna be rolling Sudden T. I'm back working. Is the fish ready? Is you Vice Lord? Are you Vice Lord? I'm getting ready to get up off this joint, y'all, because the fish is ready. So make sure y'all tune into my Sudden T that I'm about to do now, because I do got Sudden T coming up now. I think y'all gonna want to hear, because I don't know, a lot of people, I think they forget. I think a lot of people forget about the Michael Fox situation and what really happened and what they said that they will do. But I hadn't forgot about the situation. And I'm here to let y'all know that Michael Fox still hasn't gotten a fight since his fight with Masquerade. And he was promised that, he would get a no contest. You know what I mean? The Minnesota Boxing Commission decided that there wasn't enough foul play to overturn the decision. You know what I mean? They say they want enough overturn, but the WBA still can, make a difference. They still could put that fight on. You know what I mean? So I'm about to get on their ass in just a second today. So y'all make sure y'all slide through for the latest Sudden Teas. Make sure y'all like this video, share this video, tell people to come watch this video. And the rest of the videos that I'm about to go, I'm about to go get me some cigars. And I'm going to be back here in just a second. Skin Hardaway, Sudden T. I appreciate y'all sliding through this junk. This ain't the past. This ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.